have a special invited from Caliban, Marc. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm here to see the show. You are for second time in Romania. What do you expect?
We have been like a couple years before here with Machina, that's in 2004, very early. And yeah, I think it's our first time since many years since we come back here like headlining.
You wait something special from the public?
I don't know what to expect here because we have never been here headlining, so we have no idea what to expect. I mean, it's obviously not going to be a show like we have in our home country or something.
Yeah. It will be fucking awesome because people are very crazy or...
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward, especially when you don't go somewhere for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then many people are really excited to go. And it doesn't matter actually how many people go as long as they have fun, you know. It's like not a huge venue. I think how many people fit in here? 400? 500 maybe max?
Yeah, something
max,
like that, something like that.
So even if it's like 150, 200 people in the end and they are really into it and have fun, that's what this show is
It wants to be a crazy show.
Yeah, that they're into it, you know, and not standing in the back like, don't go to a show if you're bored of the band, you know.
Yeah. And you're here in Romania for promote your album, Ghost Empire. Mm-hmm. Tell me more about the album. Tell me more about the name.
Yeah, the album Ghost Empire is for me a pretty logical follow-up to I Am Nemesis, just in a more consequent way because we took a little bit new direction with the I Am Nemesis record, which we really liked, and we just went even more consequent towards this direction with the Ghost Empire, and like we wanted to have like huge sounding melodies, really heavy groovy beats and stuff. It's not about, for me, I define heaviness these days a bit different than when I was this old. You know,
Yeah.
for me heaviness is like groove and pressure and stuff like that, not like fast as possible. Fast as possible is not heavy for me, you know. So we try to make great songs which have like lots of groove and huge melodies. This is like different for me. It's like a little bit slower, the record. We try, like I said, we try to accomplish heaviness.
But also is a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, to me it is more aggressive, like more in your face in some way. And the Ghost Empire title, so many shallow people these days living and they don't care for anyone else. They're really selfish. They don't care if the neighbor dies. They don't even notice from once it happens. Like I think it was in France or something.
Yeah.
Someone died and they found out 8 months later the neighbor found out. They didn't know. Yeah. And we have the feeling that like lots of people walk on Earth, walk around like ghosts. They just like focus on their own. Nothing else matters. You know, their own game. They rip other people off. And it's like. And so we had the idea to call it like Ghost Empire, and the lyrics are lots of times really social.
You find inspiration in our modern social times.
Yeah, this is what we criticize. Also, this internet stuff took over so much. Like everybody talks shit about someone else, and people don't even go outside anymore because they just spend 20 hours a day on Facebook or on Twitter or Instagram or something else. So they don't go out and hang out with someone and do like they play billiard now here, you know? Like they just stay home and do nothing and no social interactions, and I think it became really strange from lots of people. It's like really...
This album, your message is go outside people and enjoy
exactly.
Enjoy everything, not inside.
And care for other people and not just look for yourself, you know, because in the end it always comes back to you anyways.
Yeah.
What I think or what we think. So this is like the main reason why I called it this.
Also, when you release I'm Nemesis, you said that is one of the best sound you ever heard on your album. This is the opinion of the Ghost Empire, or is something higher?
I think music-wise, it's hard for me. It's hard to say because for me these two albums are one thing, kind of, because Ghost Empire has a bit more thick, heavy sound.
Yeah.
It's more in your face sound. The other one was more rough in some way. But I really like both sound-wise. I really like both music-wise. But this is hard to tell if I like this one better or this one better. I just think as a the musicianship on the new album is superior to the previous ones. But I think every musician thinks that because of his newest work. but it's like so much details, and the recording took ages because we were recording in 3 different studios at the same time. Like Andy was recording vocals on the demos, I was already recording guitars in my own studio. I have my own studio now.
You have your own studio.
I have my own studio now. And I recorded the guitars, all guitars and the bass in my own studio for the new album. And then in the 3rd studio, I passed on the tracks to the drums. And so we were like, I don't know, like, if we would have done it one after another, I think the recording process would have taken 3 months or something. Very long.
Well, you recorded this album a little bit split. You have in your own studio, you vocal in another studio.
Yeah, we recorded.
It's okay for a band to record an album?
Yeah, I mean, we had everything demoed. Like we were doing pre-productions, demos, and everyone knew already how the songs are going to be in the end. And then we did it like this. We started with the vocals.
Yeah.
It's unusual, but we wanted to keep the options open. If we change vocals maybe because they don't fit really to the guitar line, and then when the guitar is already in the final version, you can't change it anymore. So then they have to find some compromise for the vocal melody or something because the guitars are done. And this time we were like, maybe when he's playing some different chord, something else there, a C instead of a D or whatever, then he could sing like this, and then we just did it. We changed it in the pre-production, we sing, and then when one song was done, like, okay, the first song is done, then I took this pre-production to my studio, recorded the guitars, that's what I meant, and when the guitars for this song were done, I passed it on to the next studio, and then he recorded drums, so we were all busy, you know, and then the second, third, but we were all at the same time, while I was recording the first song, Andy did already the second, and while he recorded the first, I did the second, you know, like passing on.
For me it's something hard to see how your songs come alive, but I don't know.
Like we did it like this. That my studio, I didn't record it in my actual studio. I took lots of the equipment I have to the studio where the vocals were recorded, and I set up my studio there. At least what I needed for the guitar recordings. And it was next door. We were like still talking back and forth, you know, go around, are you like this, what about this? So that was actually, and the drums were like after this completely fixed, so we passed it on. So it was not a big thing.
Also on this album you have a collaboration with Matt from Trivium. Who was with this idea? How?
That was more or less coincidentally because we toured with them like 1.5, little less than 1.5 years ago.
Also, actually, you are friends.
Yeah, we are friends. We always work. When we have guest vocals, we always just take somebody we personally know and we are friends with. It's not like, oh, let's ask the guy from Slipknot because, not that he would do it, but it's like, he's famous, it's great. You know, it's not like that. We would like to always have people we personally know, we're friends with, we have some kind of connection with, and that's why then we talked with them, and they were writing, at that time we were touring, they wrote their last album, and he showed me some of their stuff. And then we met later after this tour, and then I was already at the status of demos, and then I gave it to him. He was like, oh, that's awesome, they have straight away vocal ideas for this stuff, and he was like, why don't you do it then?
And Matt send the recordings to you in Germany, not comes in Germany.
No, he was doing in his
studio. Yeah. And actually you have another collaboration with Anders from In Flames.
You mean in the past?
In the past,
yeah. We did. Because he was producing 2 of our albums, so he was there all the time, and then we tried to figure out how to sing this certain song, and he was like, I have an idea, why don't you sing like this? And we were like, if you sing it already, so you're singing it, and then he was okay.
I see a lot of new bands, a lot of teenagers who want to sing metalcore, deathcore. You are one of the band that sing metalcore from the beginning. What is your advice from them? What is your opinion about the new metalcore scene? We see bands like Betrayed the Martyrs. They are very good. But you are from the beginning. You are with Azalea Dying, with Heaven Shall Burn and other big bands for us.
The advice, I mean, I don't think I need to go get an advice to Betray the Martyrs, but for very young bands.
Actually, in Romania we have a lot of young bands.
Yeah, I mean, what we were doing probably, we were touring everywhere. We were like playing, it was a hobby in the very beginning, and we played everywhere, even for no money or just back then we didn't have euros. It was like 50 German marks or something, 100. Drove like 5 hours to there, 10 hours to there for nothing, and covered it with merch sales. And that's how you get the name around. Play and practice, and play as many shows as you can get. That's what we were doing.
How many hours do you spend in your studio for practice?
You mean
At the beginning and now? Because
you mean
to make
for Caliban? You mean?
Yeah, for Caliban. And for you actually, because
depends because I'm always dealing with other bands in my studio. I record other bands, produce other bands, and I write songs for other musicians with other musicians. So I'm more in the studio. I'm actually basically in the studio every day, not playing every day, but almost
actually
every day.
It's your job.
Yeah, but the passion like hobby became job, so it doesn't feel like it.
This is good. So that's what you like.
Yeah, but as a band that we all come together and practice. It's more like, because we live pretty far from each other now, because Andy moved too far away to the east, kind of like, and lives like 3-4 hours away, and Patrick lives 1.5 hours away, and we do it like this. We don't practice on a weekly level. It's like, okay, we have a tour in May, so let's meet 10 days before, and then we're practicing every day the set until it's tight again. So it's actually more constant because then you get back, then you get already the tour vibe going, because you play every day, so you get better. So it's not like that we just practice twice a week. It's not possible. It's too far away.
Well, when we finish this interview, thank you for because you accepted our invitation for the interview, and hope to be a great show tonight.
Thanks for the interest.
To come and at our festivals. Social Born has come in Romania for you twice. It was so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
hope to see you. To see you on a big scene here in Romania.
But first get play a cool cop show today.
Like today.
Yeah, so, okay.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah, I have to set up my stuff.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Once upon a time, and the